everyone, it's Miley and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a little different than my typical vlogs, but I'm very excited for it. I'm going to be taking you guys along with me throughout a week of my life as a college student currently studying graphic design. I do graphic design for school projects and assignments, but I also do a lot of graphic design projects on the side for family members and friends to kind of build my portfolio and get experience in the graphic design field. So I have a couple projects I'm currently working on and I wanted to take you guys along with me, share some tips on graphic design, what I love about it, and just show you guys my weekly tasks and projects concerning graphic design. I'm currently working on a coffee shop design logo, so that will be the first project you'll see me work on. And yeah, I'm really excited, so let's get into it. So basically what I have right here is two sketched options for the designs. I did a lot of practice sketches to begin with, but these are the ones that I ended up going with that I think I'm going to take to the computer. I also included just a bunch of icons that I might want to include in the design. So things like campfire, trees, coffee mugs, pine cones, mountains, things like that, just little icons that I want to include. You can see some of those in this design right here, but I'm going to take a picture of this with my phone and then we're going to put it up on the screen and like trace it and do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my design process and how I actually go about creating a design from the initial design prompt all the way to actually completing the design. So I'm going to break it down into a couple of easy steps. So number one is I will, when getting a design project, do at least 20 sketches of designs. I will do a lot of sketches of designs. If I can do a lot of designs, I can hopefully get 3 that I really like. Once I've done at least 20 of those designs, I will go through and pick those 3 that I actually really like and feel like have potential to be really good for this project. And I will take those, and if I need to, go back and sketch those again, rearrange different parts of them, and make sure I'm pretty solid on those ideas. After all of that sketching, I will take my designs to the design software where I will begin actually creating it digitally and putting all the pieces together, creating the colors. Usually my ideas are pretty rough when they're on paper and they transform into the final project in the digital space. I do a lot of trial and error when I'm working on my computer, and if you are a new designer, I just want to say don't give up if a design does not look good when you first put it on to your digital workspace. Continue working with it, copy and paste it a bunch of times, change little things, make small tweaks, change the colors, change the fonts, do a lot, because sometimes you don't even know what is missing until you accidentally come up on it and then you realize how good of a design you got it to be. After I've done all of that trial and error, really getting locked in what is the actual design that I really like, then I will complete the design and send it in. Now, going back to step number 1, a lot of people might ask, well, where do I even start? Like, how do I even get ideas to start doing my 20 sketches? Here are some tips that I have for that. Number 1, you need to ask yourself the question, what am I trying to accomplish with this design? So an example for me, when I'm working on my coffee shop logo that I was telling you guys about, the goal that I'm trying to accomplish with that, and I want to get really specific with these, is 1, I want a design that fully encapsulates the feeling, the happy, joyful feeling of this coffee shop. 2, I want it to be a recognizable symbol that the coffee shop can use to promote their business. And 3, I want it to be something that looks cute and nice for somebody to wear on a tote bag, since this design will be going on a tote bag. So those are 3 things that I have in mind that I want to achieve with the design. So the next question that you want to ask is, what are design elements that I should include that are going to help me achieve this goal? So for me, the design elements that I'm going to include in this coffee shop logo are, I want it to say the name of the coffee shop in a readable font that people can recognize out on the street. 2, I want it to have decorative features that represent the coffee shop but also look nice so that people would want to wear this tote bag out in public. And 3, I wanted to actually include symbols and icons that are recognizable as belonging to a coffee shop. So when you're creating a design, I recommend making a huge list of all the colors, icons, pieces, design symbols that you want to include that will help you get to your main goal. So for me, I included things like you saw on my sketches: campfires, coffee mugs, trees, outdoorsy features, things like that. So after you've asked yourself those 2 questions, now you can start to narrow down what your design actually needs to look like and the components that you need to have in the design. So then you can create all those many ideas, and when you're going back deciding which ones are going to work the best, you can look at what your answers were for those first 2 questions and decide which out of all of these designs that I've created are the ones that achieve points 1, 2, and 3 that I decided I wanted to have in this design. So I hope all that made sense. That's kind of my design process. It's worked well for me in the past, and I really just love exploring designs and getting really creative with everything that I do. Now, if you're a beginner, I highly recommend using the design software Inkscape. It is great for people starting out. It's got a lot of awesome tools, and I have done so many designs for people, like for actual projects on Inkscape, and it has not failed me. I have had all the features that I needed right there. It's free, it's downloadable on pretty much a lot of laptops, so highly recommend that one. Otherwise, Adobe is a really good one too. That one does come with a fee, so it's not always the best if you're just starting out. But anyways, that's my design process. I hope this helped, and hopefully you can see this design process being used throughout the rest of the video. So yeah, let's get into more of my designs. I just wanted to say that if you are a graphic designer or you know anybody who loves design, I would recommend you get them this Pantone postcard set because it is one of my favorite tools. I actually use it so much for planning out color palettes and just seeing the different colors. Not only does it actually help me with graphic design, but it's also just so aesthetically pleasing, just seeing all the colors. I love it so much. Alright guys, so the next project that I'm going to be working on are some slides for my church. I work alongside my pastor, and we make the slides every week for the church to see and just take notes from and put up different Bible verses and kind of takeaways from the sermon, and I love doing this. It's a great way for me to use my graphic design skills for the church, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. So yeah, let's pick out a color palette and fonts and start arranging these. Mainly for these slides, I try and make sure that they are just readable and easy for people in the audience to see and take notes from. So that's pretty much it. saw, I just did the designs for the coffee shop logo as well as the slides for church. And now I'm going to do one more project for this video, which is going to be a Valentine's Day themed graphic or poster. Mainly for this one, I just want to do it where it's cute, simple, and I could possibly give it to friends for Valentine's Day. And this is mainly just practice for myself, getting more design projects in for the week and just practicing my creativity. So yeah, let's get into it.
Call me wherever you want, just keep me entertained.
So these are the colors I was going with for the project. I just want it to be fun, pastel. I got some pinks and then I just added in these colors, kind of going based off of those conversation hearts that you might see for Valentine's candies, and I want to emulate that when I make my design. So I'm very excited for this graphic.
Did you say you wanna date me? 나 생각보다 그렇게 착하지 않아. 너뿐이라고 거짓말한 건 미안해. I really didn't know how I felt about you. Honestly, I probably shouldn't deal with you. 나 생각보다 그렇게 착하지 않아. 너뿐이라고 거짓말한 건 미안해. I really didn't know how I felt about you. Honestly, I probably shouldn't deal with you.
So here is the final product. I have this little mini graphic that I framed with the white background, and then I put the pink background one on a larger print, and I'm going to hang this up on my wall for Valentine's in February. I'm really excited and I'm so happy with how they turned out. If you guys want to go find these and save them or put them up on your own wall, I actually have posted them on Pinterest, so I'll link that in the description as well. So that is it for today's video. Those are all the designs that I did in a week, and I'm very excited to take you guys along with me in many more vlogs to come. Normally I do more graphic design projects, but I just wanted to keep it simple for this video, and I hope that you guys have taken some tips from here if you want to be a graphic designer, and just some enjoyment even if you don't. But yeah, make sure to follow me on Pinterest and Instagram to see more of my content, and subscribe if you haven't already for more fun vlogs to come. I'm very excited for the upcoming seasons and have a few video ideas that are ready. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!